It's great to have you on tonight. I mean, it was a remarkable day on Capitol Hill. And obviously, you're not a stranger to testifying before Congress or even pretty contentious hearings. But I just wonder how today compares to the other times that you've been up on Capitol Hill testifying before lawmakers.
Well, as you know, Caitlin, thank you for having me. I have testified literally hundreds of times over the last 40 years over Congress. And there's always been differences of opinion, differences of ideology, criticisms, and things like that. But the level of vitriol that we see now, just in the country in general, but actually played out during this hearing, was really quite unfortunate, because the purpose of hearings are to try and figure out how we can do better so that next time, if and when we are faced with a pandemic, we'd be better prepared and we could benefit. If mistakes were made, we identify them and we try to correct them for the future. That's not what we saw today, as shown by the clip you showed with Marjorie Taylor Greene. I mean, that was nothing about trying to do better, unfortunately.
And you testified there at the end about the threats that you and your family are still getting even to this day. And for those who don't know, that was your wife, Christine, who is esteemed in her own right, sitting behind you there. And I just wonder if you ever thought that you would still be getting threats like that, credible threats against your life, even now, 2 years out of government service.
You know, it's very interesting. It's a pattern, Caitlin, that whenever somebody gets up, whether it's a news media, Fox News does it a lot, or it's somebody in the Congress who gets up and makes a public statement that I'm responsible for the deaths of X number of people because of policies or some crazy idea that I created the virus, immediately, it's like clockwork, the death threats go way up. So that's the reason why I'm still getting death threats. When you have performances like that unusual performance by Marjorie Taylor Greene in today's hearing, those are the kind of things that drive up the death threats, because there are a segment of the population out there that believe that kind of nonsense.